Everyone. Today's message, today's topic, was inspired by an interview I did today. I was on someone's podcast and we did a live as well. And we were talking about my story. And so today, part of my story involves hiding. And so today, I'm going to talk about the courage to stop hiding. And as I think about my life, I'm going to tell you some stories from my life that involved hiding. And for those of you that don't know, I'm Black, I'm gay, and I'm a born again Christian. And growing up, that was really hard for me. You see, I realized in the third grade that I was gay. And I didn't have the strength, I didn't have the courage to tell my parents that. And so I don't know how I knew this, but I knew, or I'd gathered, or I'd learned that this was not something that maybe I shouldn't, that I should bring up. This was not a good thing. You see, in the third, fourth grade, I didn't know anyone that was gay. And so I hid that secret. And I can remember later on in high school, still hiding, but wanting to belong. I hid it in high school. You know, I'd have friends and they'd say, "Hey, did you see that girl? You know, she looks good." And I'm kind of like, meh. And but I would try to play the game, right? I would try to fit in. I would try to act, right, to put on that facade. There was I wanted to belong. I remember in high school there was this kid who was gay, and it was very clear that he was gay, and that dude, he was bullied and people teased him all the time. I felt so sorry for him. And I feel really bad that I didn't speak up. I didn't stand up for him. I didn't do more to help him. I was hiding who I was, and I didn't want to be. I didn't want my truth to come out by defending him. Later on in my life, I even got engaged. I was engaged, and I made sure that I messed that up, that I sabotaged that, so that I didn't go far enough with that. I remember growing up and hearing stories of people that were gay being rejected by their families, being pushed out on the streets like garbage. And most of these stories were from people who were in the church, who would go to church every Sunday, who were supposed to be these people of love, these examples of love. And to this day, I still can't fathom kicking out a son or a daughter or a family member or someone I love because I don't agree with something that they didn't choose to become. You see, I see love as accepting everyone for who they are. It doesn't matter to me. Love doesn't see a color or anything else. And so I had these fears, man. I had these fears deep down that I didn't want to be rejected for who I was. I had this fear that if I was found out, if my secret were found out, that I'd be rejected, that I would be kicked off the island. You see, all I wanted was to belong. So I held on to this as tight as I could. You see, I'd rather be accepted for something that I wasn't than be rejected for who I really was. Let me say that again. You see, I'd rather be accepted for something I wasn't than be rejected for who I really was. A lot of my clients come to me because they want to be more authentic. They want to be more truthful. They want to be more of themselves. And they hide all the time in different areas, right? Afraid to use their voice, afraid to speak up for what they believe, afraid to be courageous and vulnerable. And it's really a lot of fun for me to help them step through that. And so I would tell you, if you're hiding, work with someone. Bring these fears and these thoughts and these insecurities out into the light. Expose them. You see, because then they don't have power over you. I'll tell you, it won't be easy. It won't be easy. But you can do it. You can do hard. You can do vulnerability. And I believe in you. So go out there and be courageous. Stop hiding.